Good morning, Uma Community Clinic family. Welcome to Free Yoga Wednesdays. My name is DeJour. I'm a yoga therapist here in Los Angeles. So glad you can join us. I would like to first acknowledge the land that I occupy. I am on the land of the Tongva and Gabrielino First Nations people. This land belonged to them and they belong to the land. The land was stolen from them by colonizers and enslavers and renamed Los Angeles, giving gratitude and respect and honor to the past, present, and emerging members of this particular part of the nations of this particular part of the country. Thank you for being good stewards of the place that I call my hometown. Um, if you're new to yoga, I would like to suggest that you please be mindful of your body as we move through the different shapes. If you are going through post-op recovery or you have any injuries or just tender places, please be mindful and take care. Yoga should not be painful at all. The class is really gentle, but still just be mindful as we go through. We'll be breathing through our nose for the entire class. And also, if you need to take a break, please take a break. We'll be taking very short breaks during our time together, but please make sure to resource yourself as needed. We will be doing mat yoga today. So while I welcome you in, please grab your mat and prepare the space that you'll be practicing yoga. I would also like to say that this class is going to be a little shorter than normal. I have another commitment I have to run off to. So I do apologize for that, but that's one of the good things about the Learning Libraries. You can always dip back in, and there's a lot of classes, different kinds of classes that are stored in Uma Community Clinic's YouTube library. And we hope that you do take advantage of them, especially because they're free to all of our community members, friends, and families. We will start now with a grounding. We'll continue on, I should say, with a grounding practice. And grounding basically brings our awareness into our intention into what we are about to set off to do, as far as putting aside all other tasks and duties and to-dos and all those things, putting them to the side while we work on some self-care. We use our five senses to do that. And I do these practices regularly. I don't necessarily do all five senses at the same time, but I will definitely, if I need to feel regrounded or whatever, or just to relax my nervous system, I will pick something and focus on it. So let's start with, or pick a sense, one of the senses, and start with it. Getting over this cold that will not let me go. We will start with our sense of sight. And so just having a look around the space that you're in, but looking around as if it's your first time there. So taking in all the colors and the things that you put in the room to pull the room together, artwork, books, furniture, plants, whatever it could be. Just have a look around and notice. I always ask each week to find one color that grabs your attention. Today, my color is blue. Blue grabbed my attention today. And so I would ask that you please look around and identify two other things that are in that color or very similar color. Just make note of what they are. So this is practicing a little bit of awareness and paying attention. And we will now move to our sense of hearing. Not to overshare, but one of my cats is back there scratching around in the litter box. So that's what I hear. But see what you notice in the room in which you occupy. Then we'll move our awareness to the sounds outside. So noticing what you hear inside your space. I also hear the cat water fountain over there, the motor, it's very small motor, and the gurgling of the water. And then we move on to sounds outdoors. So right now, it is totally quiet outside. And I'm rejoicing for that, for this next hour. See what you notice. You may hear lawnmowers, gardeners, delivery trucks, sanitation trucks, children's voices, children's laughter voices. See what you notice. And then we will move on to our sense of taste. So I have right now toothpaste, the aftertaste of toothpaste. And if water has a taste, I have water. See what you notice. And then moving to our sense of smell. I can't smell anything because my nose is a little stopped up, so I have nothing to offer, but see what you notice. And then we go to our sense of touch. So make your fingers into little star shapes. I know that's not what a star looks like, but let's pretend. And just tapping across your chest and paying attention to the chest, the sensations going on across the chest when you tap, but also the fingertips making contact with your chest. And right on time, my mom's food delivery truck has shown up. He is like clockwork. That's a great thing. They come every week to bring 5 days worth of food for seniors and people that are not feeling well. So she's a senior, 102. Just a couple more breaths with the tapping, and you might start to notice some tingling around this area, which is the blood coming up to the surface of the skin. So this can improve circulation anywhere on the body, this type of tapping. It's really good for us. You can also use a soft closed fist, the index finger thumb side or the pinky finger side, and tap like that. And you can hit the bigger muscles with the closed fist. I'm going to jump on my mat now. I want to talk a little bit about making yourself comfortable on your mat. Usually the floors are hard, the mats are hard. So one way to make your time on your mat, sitting or sitting or kneeling, is to use a towel or blanket, and you just place it on the mat. You can fold it as many times as you want to. So this would be how I would sit. I would sit my entire sit bones on the mat, on the towel or the blanket. Or you can hinge your sit bones off the front edge, which lifts your hips, changes the whole feeling of how you're sitting, and it also helps you to straighten your spine a lot more. So you can try that. And then if we were doing, let's say, table pose, we would put the blanket or the towel either right under our knees. But since you have this whole thing, you can place your entire lower leg on the cushioning, which is nice too. So you just have to, practice around and see what feels good to you. So if we were doing Shiro's pose or Thunderbolt, we could sit like this with our entire shin and tops of the feet on this extra cushioning here. So that's my little tool in making your time sitting on a mat or the floor, making it a little more comfortable. We will start with some cross-legged. This is called, the kids call it crisscross applesauce. It is called cross-legged seated pose or easy pose. This is what this is called. So we'll sit like this for a while. You can also extend your legs out if this is more comfortable. Please do that. For me, when I extend my legs out, it's a little more challenging for me to sit up straight. So I have to really work on keeping the spine long. It's a little easier for me to keep it crossed. I still sit up tall, but it's just, I feel a little more managed. So let's start with right hand out to the right palm on the mat, leaning to the right, keeping the left buttocks on the floor. And you're going to just inhale and lift the left arm over toward the right. And so holding here, traditionally we look up toward the ceiling. Sometimes that turning the neck in that direction or that in that position, I should say, is not comfortable. So you can look out horizontal or down toward the right hand or toward the floor on your right side. This is a stretch for the side body. So in this case, the left side body, and reach the arm as far to the right as you can to deepen that stretch. Then inhale, come back up to center. And then exhale, left hand down. Lean over to the left with the right arm. Keep the right buttock glued to the mat. We're gonna hold here. So really reaching far across toward the left with the right arm. And then inhaling back to center, sit up tall. We'll go back to the right side. Now we're gonna go in real time. So that's, we exhale there. Inhale center, exhale over to the left. Inhale center, exhale over to the right. Inhale center, exhale left. We'll do one more set, one on each side. Inhale center, exhale right, and then inhale center, exhale left. And then inhale center, we're gonna twist to the right. You're sitting up tall, your left hand touches the right knee. That'll help you twist a little more. The right hand is behind you on fingertips or flat palm, whatever you want to do back there. You can also wrap the right arm around you, sort of where a belt would fit, so that the right fingers are going in the direction of the left hip. Let us look over the left shoulder and hold here. So this is a seated spinal twist. Twists help us re-lengthen our spine. It becomes compressed throughout the day as far as gravity holding us to the earth. And so these twists in yoga can help us to re-lengthen the spine, takes a lot of pressure off the low spine. Inhale, both arms up. Sit up really straight, and then exhale, we're twisting to the left now. So right hand touches left knee. The left arm can wrap around you, or left fingers on the mat, or left palm on the mat. Twisting, sitting up tall. And then looking over your right shoulder here. And then inhale to center. If your legs are crossed, recross them, put the other leg in front or on top. Twisting to the right. Inhale up. Twisting to the left. Inhale up. Twisting right. Inhale up. Twisting left. Inhale up. Twisting right. Inhale up. Last one. Twisting left. Inhale up. Hold here. Then exhale, forward bend. So it's keeping your back flat. Lifting your chest a little bit will help to flatten out your back. The neck is long, the spine is long. So you may feel a little something around the muscles around the hips. This is a seated cross leg forward bend. It's really good for the low back. Hold here, breathe through your nose. So we hold the shape so that the muscles have a chance to relax first. At first they kind of struggle and wonder what is she doing? What is he doing to us? Why are we doing this? But after a few breaths, they start to relax a little, and that's when the stretch happens. So holding here, breathing through your nose. And then walking hands to the right. Flat palms, or you can be up on fingertips, your choice. And then placing left hand on top of right hand. That deepens the stretch just a little bit more. And then walking over to the left. Both hands flat or up on fingertips, hold there. Smoothing the breath, checking on the breath. If it's a little jagged or uneven, smooth it out. That means you have to control your breathing. I'm having a little bit of a challenge breathing through my nose today, but we'll see what happens. And then stacking right hand over left, that deepens the stretch. You might even notice that when you place that right palm over on top of the left hand, you might even feel a little bit of a deeper stretch happen. And then let's walk back to center. We'll hold here. This may now feel easier to access. You be the judge of that on this forward bend, because we've been in this shape for a couple minutes. And then inhale, both arms up. Exhale, both hands down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. Last one. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. Inhale up. And then exhale, lower the arms. Shake out the legs. Shake out your arms. Do a quick body scan. How do you feel? How does your low back feel compared to when we started? Checking on your breathing. And then we will cross the right ankle. I want you to bring actually the right heel. Bring it up as high near your groin. That's where the hip, an area where the hip and the thigh come together, the left hip and thigh. So bring it way up there just for a moment. I've mentioned sometimes when I do this, the ballerinas do this when they warm up, so I thought we could try it too. And I want you to push down gently on the right knee. So make sure that the right ankle is on top of the left thigh. Don't want the ankle dangling over the side on the inside of the left thigh. You want it firmly supported. And then flex your left toes up. Push the right knee down. Sit up really straight with this hold here. This is a hip opener. Then we're going to reposition the right ankle closer to the left knee. Not on the left knee. You can either have it above the left knee or right below the left knee, but not on the knee joint. And then breathe in here and exhale forward. Hands on the floor. Left toes up. My left back of my left leg is extremely tight, but we will persevere. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist right. We're going to hold here. Look over your right shoulder. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist left. Keep breathing here and hold here. Look over your right shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, forward. Inhale, up. That's one sequence. We're going to do two more. Exhale, right. We're going to do real time now. Inhale up. Sit up tall each time. Exhale, forward. Inhale up. Exhale, left. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Last one. Exhale, right. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, up. Exhale, left. Inhale, up. Hold here. And then exhale the arms down. Extend the right leg out. Shake out arms and legs. Then we'll cross left heel up, way up high on the right thigh. Sit up tall. My left hip feels tighter than my right, just doing this part here. So notice what you notice. And then we're gonna push with the left palm inside left knee down toward the floor, not forcing, just a gentle opening of the left hip. Yeah, that's really tight for me. So notice what's going on with you. Might feel totally comfortable. Then release that. Let's reposition the left ankle closer to the right knee, not on the right knee or below the right knee. So above or below the right knee. Breathe in here and lean forward. So the back of my right thigh, back of my right leg is also tight, but not as tight as the left leg when I had it extended out. So just comparing, noticing differences, nothing to worry about, nothing to fix, nothing to fret over. It's just the body, my body, but I'm paying attention as we go. Otherwise, I'm just like a robot, saying, asking you to do this and do that and not really getting any benefit from the practice or my teaching. I'm doing it with you, so I feel it too. But just paying attention to those nuances. Inhale, arms up, sit up tall. Exhale, twist to the left. We're gonna hold here. Look left. Inhale, center. Exhale, forward. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. We're holding right. Sit up straight. Look over to the right. Breathe through your nose. Inhale, center. Exhale, forward. Inhale, center. That was one round. We're going to do two more. Exhale, left. We're going in real time. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, up. Exhale, right. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, up. Exhale, left. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, up. Exhale, right. Inhale, up, hold here. Exhale, arms down. Straighten out the left leg, windshield wiper your legs. Shake out your arms. Bring in both soles of the feet together. This is called cobbler, like the shoemaker, not the pie, or butterfly, which sounds prettier. You can have your feet pinky sides touching, like a book, open book, or you can close your feet together. It's your choice. Before we do that, let's massage our feet. I'm sorry. Let's massage our feet. Wiggling the toes, separating the toes, curling the toes out, like upward if you were standing up. Getting a nice stretch around the ball of the foot, balls of the feet. Checking on your breath. And then curling the toes under. So toes curling toward the opposite foot. So nice stretch on the top of the foot. Let's do that one more time. Curl the toes out. So basically balls of the feet are touching. Toes are away. And then curling the toes under. So all 10 toes are curling toward each other. Okay, now, so book-like pinky toes, sides touching, or press the entire soles of the feet together. We're just gonna hold, you can drape your arms over your knees, fingers pointing down, palms pointing down. Take some breaths here. So this is a stretch for the inside of the thighs, and it's a hip opener. Take a breath in here. We're gonna walk ourselves forward. This might be a little easier to access because we've leaned forward already a couple times. You might feel a different sensation on the insides of the thighs now that we're leaning forward. That just means the stretch has been intensified, and it should not be painful. If it is, come back out of it a little bit. Otherwise, hang there. And then inhale, both arms up, sit up straight. Exhale, turn right. Inhale, arms up to center. Exhale, turn left. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, right. So this is another way to access a spinal twist. Inhale up. While we're doing this upper body movement, these thigh muscles are still getting stretched. Exhale to your left. Inhale up and exhale the arms down. Legs go out straight. Windshield wiper your legs, shake out your arms. Let's recross here. We're gonna go back to, we're not going back to, but let's do some head and neck, not head work, neck and shoulder work. Circling the head slowly, and you may go in any direction you want. We'll go both ways eventually. So slow circles, these are called head rolls. You may hear noises. It's not a worry. The noises are typically hydrogen gas bubbles releasing. You should not have pain doing this. So if you have pain, back out a little, maybe not such vigorous circles. Maybe keep the head more vertical when you do it. I try to do them bigger circles because I always feel like bigger is better as far as hitting more muscles. But if your neck is tight or the big circles are not comfortable, then do smaller ones. Let's go the other way. And you're sitting up tall, your shoulders are over your hips. Long spine, even though we're circling the head, the neck is long as well. Circle here, breathe through your nose. You're coming back to stillness, dropping the right ear over to the right shoulder. We're going to hold here for a few breaths. Inhale to center, left ear, left shoulder, hold here. Let's inhale, center, back to the right. Hold here. Take your right hand to the left, to place it near the left side of left ear or left side of your head. So this stretches the neck, the muscles on the sides of the neck and the tops of the shoulders. So in this case, the top of the left shoulder and the left side of your neck is getting a stretch. And release the right hand down, left ear over to the left shoulder, left hand to right ear, allowing the weight of the left arm to deepen the stretch on the right side. We're not forcing or pulling the head at all. We're just letting the weight of the arm naturally stretch, deepen the stretch on the opposite side. And then release that. Extend your legs out and wide. Toes up. We're going to hold here for just a few breaths. This is also a stretch for the muscles on the inside of the thighs. Toes are pointing up. You can rest your hands on your shins or your knees. And we're just going to hold here. Please sit up tall. Breathe through your nose. Relax the jaw. If you're clenching your jaw, let it go. And the facial muscles are neutral. Soft face, softened face, smooth face. Not grimacing or frowning or straining or scowling, just a relaxed face. Breathe in here. We're going to walk hands forward again. And see what you notice here. You may do flat palms here. You may do fingertips. You may do forearms. I'm not warmed up enough to do forearms down, so I'm going to stick with flat palms. I'll point your toes up toward the ceiling. A hard flex on the feet. Flatten out your back, lift your chest a little. But the spine is flat and long. The neck is long as well. Bring your right forearm on top of your right shin. Inhale, lift the left arm all the way over and across. Going to circle, circle the left arm. I was going to say spin the left arm. I'm like, that is not the right word for this. Anyway, circle the right arm, left arm, I guess we can say spin the left arm, whatever. Anyway, circling the left arm. And again here, big or small circles, your choice. And while we're doing this, circling with this is shoulder blade and shoulder joint therapy, basically. We are still getting that side stretch by leaning over to the right. The left side, your cage is getting a nice stretch. Let's go back up to center, both arms up. Notice how you feel on your left side. It might feel a little different. See what you notice. And then exhaling, left forearm onto left shin. Lean over to the right. Circle the right arm. Big or little circles, your choice. Smooth breath. And then inhale, center. We're going to go right and left. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Last one. Exhale to the left. Inhale, arms up, hold here. Exhale, the arms down. Bring the legs back together. Let's shake out. Windshield wiper. Shake out your arms. Going to move on to hands and knees. Table pose. Just want to check the time. Of course, my watch is in my bag. So we have a few more minutes. We'll do some cat-cows for spinal health. So I mentioned the towel already. If you're using towel or blanket, position it so you're comfortable. Hands are flat, fingers spread wide. Shoulders, elbows, wrists are in a vertical line. Hips and knees are in a vertical line as well. Inhale, we're going to do a slow cat-cow to start. So inhale, lift your head, arch your back. We're going to hold here. This is a back bend. It's called cow. It's the cow of the cat-cow. So it's back bend is its primary function. The secondary function is you're getting a stretch on the front of your upper body. So your front torso is getting a stretch by us arching our back. Holding here, pushing down into the ground. So the arms are engaged by pushing down. We're on the tops of the feet. We're not letting the heels fall out to the sides. On the tops of your feet, hold here. Breathing through your nose. Inhale here. And then exhale, we're going to go into cat shape. Spine lifts up toward the ceiling, pushing into the floor, chin to chest. We're going to hold. Breathe through your nose while we're here. So this is the cat of the cat-cow. Think about a Halloween cat or angry cat or scary cat. Hold here. And then we'll go real time now. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. 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 One more round. Inhale cow. Exhale cat. Come back to center. Extend your right leg back. We're going to pulse on the ball of the right foot. So as you pulse, you're pushing your right heel back as far as it can go. This is a great calf stretch. You might see runners doing this in their warm-up or their cool down. And then right knee to the ground. Let's change. Extend the left leg out. Press out a few times. And then left knee down. Let's do some hip circles. So you may do big circles where you dip your tush down towards your heels. So that's what that looks like. You may do more vertical circles where you stay more upright. The upper legs stay upright instead of bending at the thighs or the hip area, I should say. So you can do smaller circles. You can rock side to side. You can bring in the elbows and the shoulders, bending elbow, dipping shoulders, bending elbow, dipping shoulders. You can also look at one foot, turn your head to look back. This is called a lateral stretch or side stretch. We did some side stretches when we were seated. This is a different way to access the same benefit. And so hip circles, intuitively let your body just, I should say organically, do what it feels like doing. This is really nice to release the spine if there are any tight spots or tension or compression along the spine. This will help to release that. And we're going to sit. I did this for a brief moment when we first started. This is called Thunderbolt. So we have some options for Thunderbolt. Sitting like this is stretching your shins and the muscles on the tops of the feet and the muscles on the tops of the front of the thighs. You can also, if this is too intense, you could, hands on the mat and lean forward. So that takes a lot of that weight off your heels. You can also come vertical, upper body vertical from shoulders to knees. Okay, so the same stretch is happening, just not as intense. And that is one version. We'll do the other version where we curl the toes under. This is not the loveliest feeling, but it's really good for our feet. It opens up the bones and muscles. So sitting down on the heels, this is the most intense. And then a little more lovely to put hands on the floor. Or even better to bring the upper body vertical. And so the stretch is calf stretch, and then a stretch for the feet. Toes are curled under, muscles are opening, the bones are opening a little. Each foot has 26 bones. So you're allowing some fresh oxygenated blood to get into that area of your feet, which doesn't happen very often. Then coming back to table, tap the tops of your feet on your mat. This is the lovely part. You're going to go into child's pose. So separating your knees as wide as you can, bringing the butt down to the heels like we did a minute ago. Extending the arms straight out, palms flat, palms down. So that is traditional child's pose. There's some options for you. If arms straight out is too much for your shoulders and neck, practice the arms. So bending the elbows, that makes it a little more comfortable. You can also bring the hands down by your ankles. You can also stack the hands and put your forehead down. So child's pose is one of the 4 resting poses of yoga. We have mountain pose, down dog, even though I don't believe it, child's pose, and corpse pose. Those are the 4 resting poses. So we're coming out of child's pose back to table. We're going to rearrange ourselves onto our backs for the final rest. So just the 2 ways to access that. From table, you can cross your ankles and roll back. Or from table, swing your legs out. It doesn't matter which side, and sit back, extend the legs forward. Corpse pose is a resting pose, as I just mentioned. You'll just lay flat out. You have options here as well. If this is uncomfortable to lay out like this, your low back might be too tight. Bring feet flat. Drop knees together. That's one way to do it. Or you can bring knees to chest and turn onto either side. The bottom arm turns into a pillow, legs stacked on top of each other. Knees are bent for support, so the body's not wobbling around. And then the top arm drapes on the outside of the legs. So that is another version called side corpse. Excuse me. Or you can do Shavasana seated, so your choice. So get comfy, you can pull a jacket or a blanket or towel over you for some warmth. And just noticing how you feel compared to how you felt when we began. You may feel the exact same way. You may feel a little less bothered. You may feel a little more energized. Maybe not as tight. Maybe if you held any tense spots around your body, they've released. May feel the same. So see what you notice. Noticing the parts of you that are touching something else. So your body touching your mat. If you're seated like me, I have my legs extended, but I can feel the cool floor on the backs of my legs. Noticing that, noticing the temperature of the room. So the air temperature compared to your skin's temperature, where your skin ends and your the air begins. See if you notice any difference. Noticing your breath. And when you're ready, gently turn your head from side to side. You're laying out, bring your arms up over your head, take a big stretch. And when you're ready, come up to seated. I'd like to thank you for coming to class today. Appreciate you taking part of time out of part of your day to be here. And I hope that you feel some benefit from the yoga practice that you just completed. May you be happy. May your life have meaning. And may you be an instrument for social change. Have a great day. Thank you, Shalyn.